Within the spoilers for Fairy Tail chapter 506, we witnessed Urza intervene within the Natsu versus Gray fight that has now been ongoing for the past couple of chapters. Now, for starters, I was not expecting this whatsoever. Many, including myself, actually want someone like Lucy or Juvia to intervene with the fight, seeing as they were making their way towards Natsu and Gray, but nevertheless, we actually saw Urza, of all people, intervene, and as far as what this means for the future Natsu versus Gray fight, I don't really know what to think. I'm really hoping, though, that this is not the end of the fight, though. But nevertheless, we cannot forget the fact that even though Urza has intervened, we still have Lucy and Juvia on the search for Natsu and Gray. In my personal opinion, though, now that Urza has intervened, there's really no point in having Lucy and Juvia come in contact with Natsu and Gray. But regardless, I do believe that Juvia will definitely come in contact with Gray. Now, as for Lucy, I can't say the same. Now, if you guys remember, back around a few weeks ago, I did a video where I actually talked about who I believe Lucy will come in contact with instead of Natsu while she's out and about. And the person who I believe that Lucy will come in contact with is none other than Zeref. Yes, the most renowned dark mage out there. Yes, I believe instead of coming in contact with Natsu, Lucy will come in contact with none other than Zeref Dragneel, Natsu's brother. Now, as of very recently, I actually started thinking more about this encounter, and the more I thought about it, the more I realized the fact that this encounter were to happen, there's a really big chance of so many things in Fairy Tail being revealed to us. For starters, you have to keep in mind the fact that Zeref worked really closely with Anna Heartfield, Lucy's ancestor, in devising a plan to take down Acnologia over 400 years ago. This plan, as you guys already know, had to do with sending the Dragon Slayers 400 years in the future to learn Dragon Slayer magic from their dragons. But nevertheless, with this, I can see Lucy meeting Zeref, and Zeref being reminded of Anna Heartfield so much from just Lucy's general appearance that he goes on to have a flashback of sorts. Now, this flashback would inevitably leave room for so much development when it comes to the character's past within Fairy Tail. From this, one of the main things I actually believe we'll receive is development on Anna's character as a whole. I believe that we'll just find out more about who Anna was, because as of now, all we really know is that she was Lucy's ancestor and that she worked really close with Zeref in the plan to take down Acnologia. As well, from this flashback, I believe that we could actually find out the underlying reason as to why Zeref and Anna actually formed the plan to take down Acnologia in the first place, and sending the Dragon Slayers 400 years in the future to do so. Now, this would allow for some development as well for Acnologia, a character that we know very little about within Fairy Tail. Along with all of that, my favorite part about this, and basically my favorite possibility that could come out of this flashback, is the fact that we could actually learn more about Zeref and Natsu. Now, although I doubt the flashback's main focus will be on Natsu and Zeref, I do believe that we will learn a little bit about them, and possibly even a bit about how Zeref went about creating Natsu after Natsu died by dragon embers over 400 years ago. As well, from this, it's very likely that we can learn a little bit about the other Dragon Slayers and how they got involved in this general project to begin with, seeing as it wasn't only Natsu who was sent 400 years in the future, it was all of the first and third gen Dragon Slayers. But overall, there's so much that we can learn from this, so much to be learned from something like this taking place within Fairy Tail. And as a little bit of a side note before I actually go ahead and end off this video, this could be as well what causes Lucy to realize that Natsu is E.N.D. Now, after Natsu's finished with Gray, his next target will definitely be Zeref. It's definitely inevitable at this point. And if he comes in contact with Zeref while Zeref is near Lucy, Lucy would then actually be exposed to the fact that Natsu is E.N.D. And that would definitely be a really interesting change of pace for Fairy Tail, to say the very least. Nevertheless, I want you all to go ahead and voice your opinions in the comment section below. What do you guys believe could come out of this encounter between the two? Don't forget to leave a like in this video, subscribe if you haven't. Peace.